Good morning! It is Friday the 3rd of August today. I'm having a few issues. I have been trying to upload the vlog all from yesterday all morning and I have no idea what is going on with it. I've been sitting here just staring at the computer all morning and it keeps like doing the thing on iMovie and then it only gets so far and then it basically tells me that it's failed and it's really starting to stress me out. Basically I can't get the flipping vlog up and it's really annoying me, and I also need to leave to take the dog to be groomed in 20 minutes and I was hoping that it would be up because it's like 11:30 and I physically cannot get this vlog up. I've been trying since 9 AM. So yeah, happy Friday, rant of the day over. Today I am obviously going to try and get this up and I will keep trying. I'm taking the dog to be groomed and also I'm going to do the Q&A. Anyway, no more ranting. I'm taking the dog to get groomed today. So Nala, do you want to show you before? Are you going to sit? Do you want to show everybody your hair before we go for the groom? Yeah, the groom? Haircut? Good girl? So there's the before. Her hair's got really long. We haven't had it. Oh, big stretch. She hasn't had it done for maybe over a month, I think now. You having a big stretch? Are you looking forward to having a haircut? So yeah, basically I'm going to drop her to have her haircut. It usually takes about an hour. And obviously if the vlog hasn't gone up, I'll have to come back and sort that out because otherwise it will just really annoy me. But if it does get up in time, then I can go to the shops, which was actually what my plan was to do. So yeah, I've just got back with the dog. She looks like a puppy. She looks really weird, like she's staring at me as I'm talking, but they've cut her hair really short and she looks like a puppy. It's really funny. But also bad times. The groomer gave her a treat, and obviously after everything that's gone on with her recently with all these illnesses, I was like, no, you know, like slow motion, like no. That's what it was like when she gave her the treat. But they were pumpkins. I'm hoping it will be okay. But anyway, she still gave her a treat and it was just like. But anywho, are you ready to see my new dog? Say hi to the vlog. Say hi to the guys. Look at your fur, it's so short, man. Oh, this looks really short, but I think it might just be where it's clean. So I've decided to come out and have a bit of a chill time before it starts to rain, because as you know it always rains here in the afternoon. So I've just decided to come out and have a 5-minute lie down. I look a bit pasty, I think, and I haven't really actually chilled this week in terms of like sitting outside, because I've been trying to make sure the vlogs are up and good and everything for you guys. So I'm just having like a little chill out sesh. Letting the dog run around outside, and then once it starts to rain, which it most probably will do because the clouds are starting to come over already, we'll go in and do the Q&A. So yeah, this is so nice. I'm going to end up falling asleep, I know it. Okay, so I've got a ton of questions and I'm going to do it now because I've just got a thing on my phone that says a thunderstorm's coming in, even though it doesn't actually look like it. So I thought I'd do it now before the weather gets really bad and you can't hear anything. So I will go through all of the Twitter questions first, if I can find them. I'm not going to say who they're all from because otherwise we'll literally be here all day. Right, some of these I've answered before, so I may kind of quickly answer them. So first question, is living in Florida what you imagined it to be? No, it's not at all. There is a massive difference between living here and being on holiday here. And so many people, including myself, when I used to come here on holiday, when we would leave, would be absolutely gutted about leaving. I used to cry on the plane and say, I want to move here. I want to come back like now. I don't want to go home. I'd land, I'd book another holiday. But living here is not the same as being on holiday. Firstly, living in any country would not be the same as being there on holiday, because you have to live day to day. So you've got to do normal things that you would do if you lived in England or wherever you live now. So straight away, you haven't got the same thing. I'm not on Disney property. I can't just get on the bus and go to Magic Kingdom. Like, I have to drive there, but I can't go there because I need to do my ironing. So it's very different. Living here is very, very different to what it's like coming here on holiday. And it's not just to do with the parks, it's just the lifestyle in general. But I think I've got other questions about lifestyle and stuff, so I'll answer that in that one. The next question is, what dog would Lou get if he had the choice? It's a German Shepherd. The person that asked that, you already know the answer, so thank you for asking that question. Then I've got a couple of questions. What does Lewis do for work? Can you recommend a nail place in Orlando? We arrive next Sunday. Lewis got transferred here from the UK, so basically does the same job that he did back at home. In terms of a nail place, I cannot recommend anywhere. As you can see, my nails are disgusting because I've actually given up getting my nails done here. It costs about $45 to have all your nails done, and they just do not last. I used to get my nails done at home all the time, and they used to stay on for ages, whereas I get them done here and they fall off within like three weeks, and that's acrylics, and they just, I don't know what it is, but they just do not stay on it. So unfortunately, I can't recommend anywhere. However, if you're coming on a 2-week holiday, then look for a local nail shop and you should be fine. I'm sure they'll stay on for 2 weeks. They normally lasted on mine for about 3, but then they would all fall off. Like, I wouldn't even be able to get them infilled. So just have a look online. I'm sure there's so many, and I'm sure you'll find somewhere that's good, based like in the Disney area. Next question, how easy has it been for you to make new friends of your own whilst Lou is working? That is a good question. It's been really, really hard, and it massively sucks. I miss my friends from home so much, and if any of you are watching this who are my friends from home, I love you all, and I really, really miss you. And yeah, no one will ever replace you like my UK friends. There's so many reasons why finding friends here is hard. Firstly, everybody works. Secondly, it's so hot. You see all these TV shows like Stepford Housewives and all that stuff, and everyone's outside casually strolling along the street and they're all chatting. It's not like that. That's not what happens. It's too hot. Nobody leaves their house. Everybody stays indoors because they want to be in the aircon. So you never, me and Lewis have never ever really, we've maybe seen the neighbour once, and that's about, oh, and the lady next door. And they are the only people I have spoken to since living here over a year, because nobody comes out their house. You'll see people that walk their dogs in the morning at 7 AM and after 6 PM every night, and they'll say hello, and that's it. So it's really, really hard to make friends. I have made a few friends and I really, really enjoy spending time with them. They're great, and I'm really happy that I've made some friends, but I've literally managed to make like 2-3 friends in the time being here. But it's just so hard to make friends. Luckily, one of my good friends that I've made, she's actually from the UK, so it's good because we are very similar and we understand each other's humour and stuff like that. The way you talk to each other at home is very different to how like Americans talk to each other, and I love all the Americans and we have a great time, and everyone that I speak to that Lewis works with, I really love them all. We really get on really well, but it's just their humour's different and it's very hard to make friends out here. Sorry, that was a massive long-winded answer. What one piece of advice would you give to anyone considering to move to Orlando? My main piece of advice is you gotta be serious. Like, if you just love coming here on holiday, it's not a good enough reason to just want to move here. It's hard. It's really, really hard on your life. If you're married, it's hard because it's then just you two on your own here with nobody, or it's just like you're moving your whole life and it's not like you're moving to Spain and it's a 2-hour flight. It's a 9-hour flight. So people aren't gonna come and see you all the time because flights are expensive and it's far away and it's hard. My advice is you need to be so serious about moving here, and in my opinion, and I'm not sure about Lewis, I would think twice about it if I could turn back time and this was happening again. I would think twice about doing it, because actually in reality it's a lot different to the dream of living in Orlando and being down the road from Disney and stuff. So that's just my advice. Just don't, if you want to move somewhere, not just to Orlando, you really need to want to move and know that your family are independent enough and things to be away from your family and your friends and everything. I'm a home bird, and for me moving abroad has made me realise that maybe I shouldn't have moved, because I love my home and my family and stuff. So yeah. Next question. Now you're in Florida, what is your dream holiday destination? I don't really know. Like, me and Lewis have very different opinions in what we think is our favourite new holiday destination. So we go to California next month and Vegas, which I'm really excited about, and I really want to go, and I'm excited to tick that off the list. In terms of a dream holiday destination, I would love to go to Dubai, and Lewis would love to go to Australia. However, he doesn't want to go to Dubai and I don't want to go to Australia. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to maybe try the Maldives or somewhere like warm and sunny where you just chill. Like, to me that's a dream holiday, and at the moment I don't really know what my dream holiday destination is. I'm very into cruises. If you haven't watched our cruise vlogs, check them out, and you'll see that they're amazing, and I think that may be like my new holiday of choice. Right, next question. If you could, would you love to work for Disney or Universal maybe? There's like a few parts to this question, so I'll answer this bit first. No, I wouldn't. Purely because if one of my friends works for Disney and she loves it, and she works in the offices, so she has not like nice hours. But I wouldn't want to work there anyway. But if I worked in the park, the hours I've heard aren't the best. Plus, just for me, Disney and Universal are like exciting. Like, they're our go-to place where we go to together and have fun and chill and enjoy things. And I wouldn't want to like cross that over between like fun and work. For me, it wouldn't be enjoyable anymore. So that is that. How does the moving part work? I mean, is there a special visa you both needed to get? How long was this all planned for? So yes, you do need to get a visa. There's various visas you can get. However, they are very hard to get, and it takes a lot of work, and you need to justify why you can have that visa. You have to go for an interview. It's a very expensive process, and I think there's maybe 3 other ones you can get. There's a shorter term one, but it's hard. You can't do anything until you've got the visa, and getting the visa took some time. I think it took maybe 3 or 4 months, and it was planned for it started in the October, and then it took to the following May to move, like fully. No, not May, sorry. It took to the following June till Lewis was here permanently, or for the length of his visa, sorry. And it took a long time, and it's a lot of work, and to get the visa requires a lot of justification why you should have that visa, and it's not something that they just give out willy-nilly. Like, it requires lots of, especially if it's a company one, your company really has to like fight your corner for why you should come here on the visa and why an American can't do the job. So that was tough, the visa process. And the next part of this question is, how about Nala? How did you have to do that? Basically, with the dog was most probably the worst bit of the whole process, and I'm already dreading going home and looking at the cruise version. With flying animals from out of the UK, you are not allowed to have them in the cabin with you. It's one of the rules or the restrictions within like UK territory. So we could have flown to Germany and then flown from Germany to here, and she could have sat with us on the plane. But actually, I'm glad we didn't do that, because to have her in a bag, soft bag, under the chair in front of me for 8 hours, well, it just wouldn't have worked. Like, she wouldn't have done it. It would have been horrific. So basically, she had to go under the plane. There's a separate bit of the aeroplane that is just for animals. And luckily, she was the only animal on that flight. And it was just with BA, and we dropped her off early and they put her underneath. Oh, and she was able to run around and do stuff. And then I think like half hour before the flight, they loaded her on underneath, and she has her own compartment, and it's basically the same as the cabin we'll sit in, but just separate for animals. So it's heated, they have heating, they have the aircon, so it's temperature controlled like what we have. However, they have the lights off for the duration of the flight because they hope that the animal can sleep. So I'm glad that obviously we had to do it that way, and I didn't really like the thought of it, but she got here and she was fine. She had a huge container that she went in, and actually she was fine. And then Lewis picked her up once they landed. He just went round to the BA animal collection point, and yeah, he said when she came round on that trolley, she was like smiling away, and then all he had to do was sign some paperwork and she was allowed to leave. As long as you have your animal passport and all the correct injections, then yeah, that was that. Sorry, I'm just doing massive answers. Right, have you ever had an alligator in your garden or close enough to be really scary? Funnily enough, yes. About a month ago, we were in the garden and we have like the netting over our pool, and I don't remember what happened, but Lewis saw an alligator. The pool ends and then the netting ends, and then there's a big lake, and there was an alligator swimming around. It wasn't really, it swam a little bit and then it stopped. And I wasn't actually scared, funnily enough. But we have like the community that we live on have a big group, and Lewis took a photo and posted it on there just to warn people that he'd seen it. And yeah, I wasn't scared, but I was okay. But it's because I think we have a netting round the pool, so it hopefully wouldn't ever get in our pool. Next question. Apart from family, what do you miss most about home? I miss food, and I miss the lifestyle, which is a really random thing to say. I really, really miss food. I miss Chinese takeaway more than I can even explain. What I'd give for some prawn crackers and chili beef and salt and pepper chicken. Oh, but I can have that when I go home on Sunday. But I really miss Chinese. I miss sausages. I miss bacon. I miss Indian takeaway. I miss going to the pub. I miss sitting in the pub garden when it's hot. That is something Lewis misses as well, is a pub garden where you can just sit outside, chill, take the dog, sit on like, you know, a little bench. Oh, that's what we both miss. Food and lifestyle, but not lifestyle how you think it is, just some of the weird things like going to the pub and sitting outside. Next question, what are the best and worst things about living in Orlando? The worst is I miss my family a lot. I miss my friends a lot. And I hate the fact that there's thunderstorms every day and the dog hates it and proceeds to run around and around the house barking and screaming. That's what I hate. And what I love, or what the best part about Orlando is that we can go to Disney when we want, we can go to Universal when we want, we can go to the beach. We're going to the beach tomorrow. The fact that, you know, you can drive an hour and you're at the beach is just amazing. And you drive on the sand, you park your car on the sand, and then you literally sit at the back of your car. To me, that is just the dream. Like, I love it. I said to Lou when we went about 2 weeks ago, I feel really lucky that we are able to do that. So not everything is bad about living here, and I do love that part of it. Right, so Gareth and Laura have sent me some quick fire questions. Hobnobs or rich tea? rich tea. I know that's gonna make me sound really boring, but I love rich teas. Daddy or chips? Chips. Winter or summer? Winter, because since living here I've had my fair share of sun and I do miss the cold a little bit. They've also asked, how long do you think you will stay in Florida? Well, it just depends how long Lou's visa is. I think it's 3 years and then you can possibly extend it. I think that's what it is. I couldn't give, but I can't 100% guarantee that is the answer. Are there any other places in the USA you would live? No, I would only go back to England. I would never ever move away ever again. After this experience, I don't want to move to another country. I want to go home and I want to set up my family home, and yeah, that's what I want to do. I've been asked again, is it, now you're living in Florida, is it your dream place to live or would you prefer to live somewhere else? Yes, England. We're back in Essex, in my home, or actually in a lovely home that I have imagined in my head that is my dream home, life goals that I've got planned for when we move back home. So the next question is, if you could be a friend of a character, who would it be and why? Now, I got asked this yesterday and I was looking at this all last night thinking, what the heck can I answer this with? Because I can't think of an answer. I think I'm gonna go with Simba from The Lion King, purely because what with the dog being so ill and him being an animal, maybe like him and the dog can communicate what the heck is wrong with her and tell him, and then he can talk it to me, because obviously he can talk in human. So that's genius. I can't believe I just thought of that. So yeah, that's going to be what it is, because then I'd be able to know what's up with the dog and why she's been so poorly, and then he could like relay the message between us two, and I could be like, sort your life out, and she can say, no mum, because you know I'm got this issue. Yes, that's my answer. That's made my day. Right, they're all the Instagram questions. I mean, they are all the Twitter questions. The first question that I got was from our good old friends Tom and Sophie, who asked, I've lost it. Has Lou been practicing his golf? No, he hasn't actually played golf since the last time we saw you, and that was literally the last time he played golf. So no, so when we meet up with you guys, let's all go golf, because he'll still be exactly the same as when we went last time. And will you get us a Christmas wreath from Cars Connections? If I go back to Cars Connections and they have a Christmas wreath, which I have been twice since, I will promise, hand on heart, I will get it for you. And then I don't know how you'll get it home, but we can sort that out further down the line. Next question is, did you find a job before you moved out there, or did you just move and hope you found something? Right, you cannot just move to Orlando or America without a visa. The only thing you can do when coming to America from the UK is your 90-day ESTA, and even then you can't work on that. So you have to have a job before you come out here, because you have to have the right visa, which is what I explained before. So no, with regards to working, Lou had to have his job in place with his visa, and then he was able to get a job. For me personally, if I wanted to work here, I would have to now apply for something separate on top of my visa that I already have, because my visa doesn't allow me to work. I have to apply for something separate on top of that, and then I would be able to, but then I'd be able to just apply for any jobs in Orlando. But it is, I've heard that it's very, very difficult to get a job out here, because a lot of American jobs you have to have like college degrees. Every like job description requires you to have some kind of college, you need to have gone to university basically, and me and Lewis both didn't go to university, so he's very lucky that we was able to come here, because I think 90% of office jobs require that you have like a university degree. And the last question, which is a good one because it's a bit different, is what's the best thing you have tasted at the Food and Wine Festival? The best thing at the Food and Wine Festival, in my opinion, is the pulled pork slider with the pineapple jelly. I love that, and literally can eat that in one bite. It's so delicious that I just love it. I think that's most probably my favourite thing, and it is there every year. In terms of Lou's favourite thing, I couldn't even tell you, because he just likes to try everything. He loves all like the beer flights that you can get in Germany. I know that's not food, but he does like that. And I think you can get one in Belgium as well. Oh, the pork belly in Brazil as well. That is delicious. Oh, that's a tough one. I think I prefer the pork belly to the pulled pork. I'm not sure, but that's delicious. I was just talking for so long that my whole memory card filled up, which is quite funny. But I think that was it. Like, in terms of the food and wine, there are so many good things. The two that I mentioned were definitely like up there with my favourites, but they always add new stuff every year, and then sometimes there's some like little hidden gem in the new stuff, and it's amazing. The food and wine is definitely my favourite festival, and Lewis's as well, and I can't wait till that starts like this month, which is crazy. But thank you for all your questions, and I hope you've enjoyed, and I'm actually going to end the daily vlog here, otherwise it's going to be a super long daily vlog, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I hope you've enjoyed the day and the Q&A, and if you want me to do anything similar, if you want me to do another one that's not like moving to Orlando related, but more like get to know me and Lou and a bit more about us, then yeah, just let us know and we will do a different Q&A, and you can find out more about us. Or if you just want to know about Orlando, I'm happy. I'll answer any questions that you guys want to ask me within reason. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that if you enjoyed this video, you give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to our channel already. I may do a giveaway if I hit 2,000. I mean, yeah, if I hit 2,000, we'll do a giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed, and also don't forget to hit the bell button, because then you can get notifications of every time a new video comes out. Tomorrow is the last day of the daily vlogs, so also if you want to leave any feedback for this week's daily vlogs, whether I should keep it up, whether I should go back to weekly vlogs, just keep it Disney and Universal, just leave me some feedback on what you think. And I will see you all tomorrow, which is my last day before I go back to England, and the last day of the week's weekly vlogs. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!